I placed a star creator inside a tower with a sniper rifle, and his role is to eliminate every player who attempts to cross the map. The players must go through several routes that progressively become more dangerous, and each route is designed to push their survival skills further with only one life available. If they die at any point, they are out of the game completely. The goal for the players is to be the only one who manages to survive every route and reach the end, where victory awaits. However, there is an alternate outcome. If the sniper manages to eliminate every player, then he wins instead. This is the Tower in Coruscant 2.0. Hope you enjoy. I gave the starting signal, and everyone immediately began crossing the first route. Within seconds, one player was already dead, along with another star creator who was competing too. Then the sniper accidentally killed me, so I guess my luck just ran out early. By the time I made it back to the players, most of them were already close to the finish line, and not long after, they all cleared the first route. This round was fairly easy since the sniper couldn't one-shot anyone yet, but the later routes will get far more dangerous. I replaced the sniper, and it was time to begin Route 2. This path went past the bank and the vehicle mechanic before looping all the way back to the border booth exit. The players actually started using their brains for once and threw smoke grenades to block the sniper's vision. They managed to reach the blind spot safely, but after that, they had to move directly underneath the sniper's line of sight. That section was easily the hardest part of the route. One player sadly died just moments before reaching safety, alongside a Wraith member who got eliminated even closer to the Route 2 finish line. Then it was time for Route 3, and this is where things started getting much harder. I moved the sniper onto a tall building, giving him a massive view over the entire route and making it way more dangerous for everyone crossing. Things immediately went a little wrong because the players somehow managed to go the wrong way. Even with the confusion, they still pushed through the route. This one was already difficult, but the next route is going to be even worse. On Route 4, things became way more brutal. The sniper was now able to one-shot players both at the starting area and near the end of the route, meaning nobody was safe for long. At one point, I saw a star creator trying to carry another player around in cuffs, which would have been heroic if it wasn't such a terrible idea under sniper fire. The guy in cuffs ended up getting shot, and the guy being carried basically got sacrificed thanks to his own teammate. Then the sniper suddenly stopped shooting entirely, and nobody knew what was happening. I teleported over to check on him, only to find out he had been killed by an ARC trooper, just what the event needed in the middle of Route 4. So I teleported everyone back to the start, and decided to let them redo the route, giving the dead players a second chance. Surprisingly, not many people died during the rerun, and most of them managed to reach safety. One star creator was left far behind and barely made it out alive. Route 5 was waiting, and this one was complete insanity. A red guard was unlucky enough to become the first person eliminated almost immediately. Right after that, the same Wraith member who had already died earlier somehow sneaked back into the group while spraying his flamethrower around like nobody would notice. Things became even more chaotic when several players started going the wrong way again. Some people were apparently doing it on purpose, and the rest blindly followed them straight into the wrong route. At that point, I warned everyone that anybody intentionally going the wrong way would get jailed. Not long after, I finally caught the Wraith member who had snuck back into the event, and once everyone reached the finish of Route 5, bro got exactly what he deserved. Route 6 was basically a death trap. It was just one long straight road, and the sniper had perfect vision and distance over the entire area. The moment I gave the starting signal, everyone began moving forward, hoping they wouldn't be the next person to get sniped. This time, a lot more players died. One by one, people kept dropping, and the group of survivors became smaller and smaller as they pushed through the route. Somehow, the remaining players eventually reached the safe spot, and during all the chaos, I almost got killed again myself. For Route 7, I added a second sniper, this time an ARC member, and this was going to be the final route. At this point, only one player had to survive and reach the finish line to win everything. I gave the final signal, and everyone pushed forward one last time. Players kept getting eliminated, and somehow the group managed to go the wrong way again. I didn't even see who started it this time, so I just told everyone to go back and teleported the dead players for one final rerun. This time, they actually started thinking strategically and used a barricade to push forward. The survivors stopped behind cover to heal up before continuing. Then I spotted one brave trooper still sprinting ahead alone, but he sadly got sniped before reaching safety. The group became even smaller, carefully moving from cover to cover while trying to survive. Then I saw the ARC member from earlier. At first I ignored him, but he suddenly started shooting at the snipers. I jailed him and realized he completely ruined the round. Because of that distraction, I couldn't properly tell who crossed the finish line first, so I had to restart the entire route again, which honestly sucked. I teleported everyone back to the starting position one more time and noticed some players had already left the event entirely. Still, I gave the signal again. At first, everyone hesitated, but then one player suddenly sprinted toward the next cover point and took the lead. Several others tried following him and got shot almost immediately, and eventually, he got sniped too. Then the star creator got eliminated as well, leaving only 3 players alive. One more player made an attempt and failed too. Rest in peace. Now only 2 players remained, and neither of them wanted to go first. The tension at that point was insane. I don't know what they were saying to each other, but everyone watching knew exactly what was going through their heads. I kept motivating them while the guard trooper finally sprinted toward the next obstacle. They were incredibly close now, and even a 187th trooper joined in to encourage them. I even announced that they were allowed to use a single lightsaber for protection during the final push, since the first player to cross the line would win, but I guess they didn't hear me in all the chaos. They slowly pushed forward again before stopping behind cover one last time. I reminded them that the first person to reach the finish line would win everything, and finally, they both went for it. Yoda managed to catch up to the trooper at the very end, securing the victory and winning the Darth Maul Game Pass. Congratulations to Yoda for winning the event and Ostrich for taking second place and winning 500 Robux. Shout out to everyone who participated, and I'll see you all in the next video.